Hello, mine's up. I'm just doing a check-in on the team, on the squad. I know it's a late Friday night. Everybody's probably out partying, shaking their tail feather. But then there's some Millionaire Ready Masterminds who are actually still trying to create in their mind what is the next step that they can take to begin making the things that they made on their list today an actual reality. So today's allowance was $177,000. What the heck are you going to do with $177,000? So just recapping as far as us playing, well, having the allowance challenge and going through the game of the allowance game. I first want to congratulate all of you for doing such a phenomenal job. All of your posts were incredible. I enjoyed all of your pictures. I enjoyed your videos. And I enjoyed especially the money shots. That was like super cool, So, I'm just really grateful for you guys for actually showing up, not just for me, but showing up for yourself, actually wanting to see something different in your life, because it takes courage to actually take the necessary steps that you need to take in order to see something different in your life. A lot of people say that they want change, but then they don't do anything that's going to help them make the changes that's going to change their life, So my hats go off to all of you guys who actually showed up for the allowance challenge. And, I want to recap with you guys, because originally the challenge was supposed to end today. $177,000 was your allowance. I see Sister Hope. Hope went hard. Hope got married. Oh man, she booked a trip for 8, on this beautiful resort, and you guys just went really, really hard in the whole Millionaire Ready Mastermind group, so I'm proud of you guys. Hello, I miss you too, honey. Oh my God. Did you get a chance to participate in the Millionaire Ready Mastermind group challenge that we had this week? Hey. Did you get a chance to participate? Well, don't worry if you didn't. I'm leaving up all of the videos from this week. If you didn't get to watch the live that I did yesterday, I'm going to recommend that you guys go back and watch that live. It's okay, baby, if you didn't get a chance to do it. Like I said, I'm going to leave all of the videos up from last week from the challenge. So you can go back, you can watch them over, you can take notes on them, and we had a lot of fun. At the end of each day, we actually did meditation visualizations of you actually going through the process of creating that financial abundance for yourself, what you did, how you actually accumulated. So we started out on day 2 with $8,000. So you had an allowance of $8,000. The whole purpose of the challenge was to put you in the flow of receiving money. Because most of the time, what people do is they get money and they hoard it because they're afraid that I don't know when I'm going to get my next dollar. And because they don't know where their next dollar is going to come from, they hoard what they have. So the whole objective of the allowance challenge was for you to receive money every single day, for you to receive more money than you received the day before, and you had to actually exercise your mind and spend every single dime, but you were not going to worry about it because you always knew that more money was on the way. So when we adopt this mindset of not stressing over money problems or whatever it is, we can actually see things change in our financial life. But nothing will change until we change our mindset when it comes to financial abundance, you know. So that was the objective, you know, of the challenge. So you can definitely go back and check it out. It's Millionaire Ready Masterminds with the S at the end. Okay? And then you can actually go in there. You can see what everybody did. For those of you who participated, my hat's off to you guys. I thank you so much, and I appreciate y'all for participating. Not really for me, but the fact that you participated for you. The fact that you got up there, you figured out what could you do, how could you spend this money, how could you help yourself, how could you help others. You know what I mean? Because that's what financial abundance is all about. When you receive financial abundance, you know, it's not just for you, you know, it's for you to, yes, take care of your family, make sure that you good, and make sure your family good, and all that other stuff or whatever. But once you become content and you good with where you are supposed to take that financial abundance and bless someone else and help other people actually come up, you know. And so that's what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing now, is I'm taking the things, hey Lamar, I'm taking the different things that I learned on my journey, and I shared with them yesterday on how I actually became a money mindset coach. I became a money mindset coach by experiencing financial issues and trying to figure out how the hell do I get out of this? You know what I'm saying? And it was like, it was heaven sent. You know what I mean? Those issues, it was like, I was never like really like stressed, like pulling my hair out, like, oh my God, what am I going to do? But I was around a lot of millionaire people. Just being in the music industry, being in the film industry, and then becoming an actual life coach allowed me to be around some very wealthy people. So I wanted to know, what was it that they were doing that I wasn't doing, that I landed an opportunity to be surrounded by these people, but why wasn't my pockets looking like their pockets? Why wasn't my bank account looking like their bank account? And that's what actually prompted me to start working on my money mindset. Once I began working on my money mindset, hey boo, once I began working on my money mindset, my financial flow began to change. Money began to flow to me much better, easily and effortlessly. I learned how to actually master my mind. So that's what I do, is I actually teach other people how to master your mind to not only create financial prosperity, because let it be known, guys, that when it comes to you being able to manifest the things that you desire in your life, it doesn't matter what it is. If you are projecting the proper frequency of where financial prosperity and abundance is, then it's going to come to you. You know what I mean? You don't have to chase it. A lot of people don't find it hard to keep money and see money always going out. They never really see money coming in, mainly because they don't have a plan for the money when they receive the money. So this is why I'm saying to you that with all of the different things, because I'm not gonna go over every single thing that we did, you know, throughout the whole week, because I think I repeated it enough throughout the week. So, you know, I'm just gonna say, go back and review the videos for the week, 48 Allowance Challenge. I thought about extending the challenge because I wanted you guys to reach up to the $1 million to expand your mindset on that. But I realized that I actually have another group that needs me. So, you know, I have to rotate myself to where, okay, I'm working with this population. This is the money mindset population, the people who need to kind of rewire their brain to get financial abundance flowing. But now I do need to give some attention to the enlightened entrepreneurs group that are already there mentally, so I can just kind of help them open up a few doors and blah blah. Then I'll come back to you guys. So it's not like I'm gonna say it's not over. You guys still see me. I will still post in the Millionaire Ready Minds group. You want to join the Millionaire Ready Mastermind group, because every day I post something really dope that actually teaches you how millionaires think. What do they do? What are their morning rituals? When they get up in the morning, do they just hop on email? No, there's certain things that they do. There's certain processes that they do every single day that actually keeps them wired for prosperity. And the only way for you to actually become prosperous like them is to actually kind of model what they did. And if most people are still suffering from the disease called brokeism, more than likely it's because you're still operating. Thank you for the hearts. Thank you for the thumbs up. I appreciate that. Thank you guys. And if you're, hey Leah, hey baby, hey boo. So if you're still noticing like a huge financial lack happening in your life, it just means that your mindset is still not wired yet, you know what I mean, for you to be in the receiving mode. So my whole thing is, I want you to be able to receive. I want you to be open to receive. I want you to review those, this thing is so loud, I'm sorry guys. I want you to review the affirmations that I put together for you guys. It's actually on the Millionaire Ready Mastermind group page. Download it to your phone. Repeat them every morning, every night. If you don't have a plan, then you can definitely plan to fail. You have to follow some type of formula. Nobody got wealthy by just waking up one day and all of a sudden $1 million fell in their lap. It didn't work that way. Unless they were actually born into a wealthy family. But for those people who, let's say like Tyler Perry was homeless, you know what I mean? Jennifer Lopez, J-Lo, she was homeless too. Jim Carrey, you know, all of these people, they weren't born into wealth. They created wealth. And this is the whole objective is, you know, me trying to show you that you have to create that same wealth, but you have to create that wealth for yourself. It's not going to just fall out the sky. Boom, here it is. You have to take the necessary steps that you need to take to shift your mindset, to shift your level of consciousness, to raise your vibration, to stay in a high vibe, to focus your attention on your intention. What is it that you want? What do you really want? I see people say, I want this and I want that, but then you're not really doing what you need to do in order to make it right, you know, to make it come to life. So if you're not doing the work, guess what? You're not going to get results. That's just the bottom line. I could sweet talk you guys and tell you about different processes all day long. I could give you 30,000 processes right now and say, do this, do that, do this, do that. Is that going to help you? No. What's going to help you is you listening to what it is I'm telling you and actually following the steps in that process that's going to lead to your financial abundance. Hey, Leah, I love you, girl. So that's what's going to actually help you guys come into a different level of state of mind, you know? So when you get up in the morning, you have to see yourself already wealthy. You have to see yourself you've already accumulated the things that you wanted to accumulate. That's how you manifest it. When Jim Carrey, he wrote himself a check for $10 million to himself for services rendered as an actor. And you know what ended up happening? By the time Thanksgiving 1995 came, his asking price for Ace Ventura, When Nature Calls, he ended up getting $20 million. Did he have $20 million when he first set out with that intention? Heck no. He didn't have it, just like most of the people who are in the world don't have it. But it's your mindset. Can you create it? It's already there. How do you get to it? You have to line up vibrationally with where it is. I give you two amazing examples. Let's just say, well, first of all, let me say that everything is vibration, everything is energy, everything is frequency, and everything operates on a certain frequency, right? So, let's just say I'm trying to get you on a telephone. If I'm trying to get you on the telephone, then I got to call your phone number that the company gave to you. I dial into this number, 973-999-1212. Boom. Leah phone rings. Why did Leah phone ring? Because the cell phone tower that's connected to Leah's cell phone only operates when you dial 973-999-1212. Now, if I dial 973-999-1213, I'm not going to get Leah. I'm going to get somebody else. Why? Because the vibrational frequency, in order to get Leah's phone number or Leah's phone to ring, It's 1212, not 1313. So when you're seeking financial abundance and you're trying to accumulate that wealth and call that wealth into your life, you need to be on the right frequency. And if your mind is always in doubts on why you can't have it, money is evil, or you're just not meant to be wealthy, whatever other subconscious belief or lie that, has been programmed into you, and that because you believe it, you've been consistently telling yourself this belief, is why the financial abundance is not showing up for you. As I told you guys yesterday in the webinar, you have to start to figure out your gifts, because your gifts will make room for your treasures, right? And it will put you before people of importance, right? So if you are struggling with receiving money, what can you do to attract financial abundance to you? What services can you provide to actually open up a door for some financial abundance to actually flow to you? So let's just say your car breaks down, right? Your car breaks down. Rather than moping like, oh my God, I don't know what I'm going to do. I need my car fixed. I don't got the money. And you start stressing like that, you know what's going to end up happening? It's going to take you long as heck to come up with the money to get your car fixed. But if you start operating out of a solution-based place, right? And you say like, Dad, all right, I see I got an issue with my car. And you start asking yourself questions like, now what can I do? What has to happen? Who can I be right now? Who can I call? What can I offer to someone in exchange for them helping me that will allow me to be able to get my car repaired, right? So you start looking for ways and things, that whether it's go mow somebody's lawn. Me, I also do hair. So when I find myself in a financial trap, I start channeling clients. In my mind, I start seeing my clients calling me. I start seeing myself doing their hair. I start seeing myself having conversations with them. Because when they come to me, this is things that we do. We have conversations. We laugh. We chill. If we feel like turning up, we turn up while I'm selling up. Okay? And we get it in. So what I'm saying to you is, you have to go deeper, and you have to search within yourself. What talents do you have? What gifts do you have that you can actually utilize to actually create a stream of income? And you should never just have one stream of income. So if you're still stuck in that whole 9 to 5 trap, because I'm going to call it a trap. If you're still stuck in that 9 to 5 trap, and that's kind of like, it's what's working for you to actually be able to fund what it is that you want to do, then fine. But you still need to have another stream of income. You got to be doing something else. If you've noticed, most people who struggle, they're living from paycheck to paycheck. Well, you work, 40 hours a week. You get paid every 2 weeks, maybe a little over $1,000 or so every 2 weeks. Just to be broke after you get your paycheck? Is that living? That's not living. That's not living. You know what I mean? That's not, it's like you're just there. You're here to just pay bills. We're not here to just pay bills. We're here to have a happy life, a prosperous life, a joyful life, and live life abundantly. Not live life scuffling, struggling. No, that's not why we're here, Hey, Pastor Tober. So that's not why we're here. And one thing we do have to understand is that God has promised us divine wealth and supernatural promises. So if God has promised us divine wealth and supernatural promises, and supernatural prosperity, then why are we holding on to a lie that is being put into us by whether television tells us this drama of, they want to remind us that, we were slaves. Who cares about what we are, what we used to be? The only thing that matters now is who you choose to be now. What you used to be is what you used to be. And it wasn't even you. It was your ancestors who used to be that. Now, we in a whole nother millennium. We in a whole nother time zone right now. To where All of the hidden truths are coming to the light. There's a lot of people who would read scripture that didn't even understand what they were reading. You know what I'm saying? So, yes. Hey, yes. Yes, so there's a lot of people who might read the word, or, you know, me, I don't care. Whatever it is that you want to study, that's your business. Me, I personally, I believe in God. So, I mean, that's just me, you know. But what I will say is that some people will read scripture at that time, and then they didn't even know what it was that they were reading. So, they were reading you these words of God, asking you shall receive. Right? Knocking, the door shall be open. Seeking, you shall find. And then people are reading it like it's a novel. The Bible is not a novel. This is a guide to help you get through your life. And if you go deeper and pay attention to what it's really telling you, then you will understand that prosperity belongs to you from day one. And that you've been talked out of your prosperity. You've been bamboozled out of your divine wealth. Okay? So, I mean, I know I'm not going to get on here and give you guys a sermon and start preaching. This wasn't a religious talk tonight. It was really just to commend you guys for doing such a great job this week in manifesting your divine abundance. But I do care that you truly know who you are. I care that you understand that you have an infinite, unlimited power that lives in you. It's in you. So when you start seeking outside things to bring you financial abundance, that financial abundance is already in you. It was already promised to you from day one. So why are you still asking and begging for something that's already yours? It belongs to you already. What do you need to do? I am speaking the truth. Thank you, Pastor. Yes, but what you need to do to get it is you need to line up with that prosperity. You need to line up not only with prosperity, but line up with who you are. Line up with your true self. Line up with the God version of you. Because I promise you, I mean, at the end of the day, you could keep searching outside. You're not going to find it. You know what you're going to find if you keep searching outside yourself for financial wealth? You're going to find yourself consistently broke. That's what you're going to find. You're going to find more ways to struggle. You're going to find more reasons to cry about what you don't have. Let me tell you, and I told you guys this before, I'm not saying that everything in my life is always perfect when it comes to financial abundance. But when I start seeing things get shaky, I do a checkup from the neck up. And I say, what words have I been speaking? What thoughts have I been thinking? How have I been feeling in my heart? Because whatever I feel in my heart, what you feel, you make real. And that's just the bottom line to it. If you feel that you broke and things are not working out for you, guess what? That's what you're going to manifest. Because you're asking for that. How do you ask? You ask by what you believe. The word says you have not because you ask not. Why don't you ask? Because most people don't know how. So if you don't know how to ask, that's why I'm here. I'm trying to tell you guys something on a whole nother level. Hey, Brandon. Good evening, my love. So I'm trying to share something with you guys like on a deeper level so that you can truly, really understand who you are, why you're here, and start working towards that vision that you came here to fulfill. Because you did not come here to work a 9 to 5 only to pay bills and go back to that 9 to 5 and still be struggling and trying to figure your life out. That's not why you're here. You are here to take those gifts that are in you, whether it's singing, writing, tap dancing, jumping up and down, drawing. I don't care. The objective is for you to be a millionaire. That's what God put me here for. To help create future millionaires. You know why? Because I am that I am. I am that future millionaire. I am that. But how do I become that future millionaire? By believing I am that millionaire presently. In the present. Stand in the present moment. Knowing that that divine abundance is alive in me now. Not later. You understand what I'm saying? Thank you. I'm happy that you are inspired. with my words. I truly appreciate that. So I just want to there was a couple of things that I wanted to share with you guys to actually kind of give you some encouragement and just kind of show you the covenant that you already have. You know what I mean? Rather than consistently trying to look outside yourself, the covenant has already been built. And you know what's funny is before I logged on tonight, I said, all right, God, I know you had me taking them somewhere else all week. I'm getting ready to close out the allowance challenge. Where do you want me to take them now? And he said, I want you to bring them to me. And so this is what I'm doing. So I'm going to show you your covenant. So God already has a covenant with you, okay? He has already promised you an immense blessings, okay? So I'll give you a few things that will inspire and encourage you to go higher. So, now it shall come to pass that if you diligently obey the voice of the Lord your God, to observe carefully all his commandments, which I command you today, that the Lord your God will set you high above all nations of the earth. Now, if you can believe that, you can achieve that. But if you... See, I don't want to get too technical because I don't want people to be catching feelings and emotions about where I'm taking you. Hi, Angela. And so another thing that it says is that, and all these blessings shall come upon you and overtake you because you obey the voice of the Lord. So how do you obey? You know what you want. The desires of your heart. You can have whatever you choose to have. But if you don't believe that you can have it, it's not going to show up. That's just the bottom line. So you want to make sure that you're staying on the right vibrational frequency. How do you stay in the right vibrational frequency? Do whatever it takes to make sure that you feel good. If you are feeling good, and I'm not talking about sick, feeling good, like, oh, I'm well, I'm dying. I'm talking about emotionally feeling good. There's a couple of different ways that you can go about feeling good. Some people feel ecstatic when they feel good. Some people just like to feel mellow and calm and they feel good. Some people, I don't know. It's just so many different ways that you can choose to feel good. But if you stay in that zone of feeling good, see what it is that you want. Well, actually decide what it is that you want. Stay focused on what it is that you want. Channel that energy and that vibration for a long duration, and you will begin to see and attract things to you that will put you in alignment with what it is that you want to see. So if you guys have any questions, I'd be more than happy to answer your questions. Make sure that you guys join the Millionaire Ready Mastermind, Millionaire Ready Masterminds group. We're going to do another challenge next week, but the allowance challenge was phenomenal. I love all your pictures that you guys posted, your new cars that you bought, the houses, the trips, and all of these different things that you guys did with the money to actually expand your receiving and understanding the flow of knowing that financial abundance is always available to you. Whether you see it or not depends on whether you're lined up with where it is. All right? So I'm not going to stay on this too long. I know usually I ride out for a really, really long time, but I just kind of wanted to recap with you guys and touch base and just give you guys a few nuggets, give you guys a few words of wisdom and inspiration, and just, share with you guys to just trust. Trust is everything, man. You got to trust that everything is going to work out for you. And if you don't have faith, that's most people's problems, is that their fear is bigger than their faith. So if your fear is bigger than your faith, you're just going to get results that you don't want. But when your faith is bigger than your fear, the only thing that you do see is the end result. And that's what you want to focus on. So I hope this little power hour was helpful for you guys. Mind's up. I love you. Make sure you guys go get my book. It's absolutely free. 7 things you need to change your life. Yes. Okay, Will. Yes. No problem. Thank you. 7 things you need to change your life. Go to my website, TakiyahDiamond.com. It's spelled out just like my name. And that's it. You know, like I said, this was just a little power hour just to touch base with you guys. And I know I took you guys a few different places because I kind of brought you to God. I kind of told you that God is in you, you know, and then I also, you know, gave you a few jewels to kind of keep you on track. So I love you. And just ride with me, guys. And I want to take you guys a whole lot further. Mine's up. Deuces.